Welcome back, folks. Today we're diving into the wild world of sorcery, and more specifically those crazy domain expansions that either make you feel like a total legend or leave you questioning all your life choices. Yup, we've ranked every single one, from the absolute game changers to the why did I even bother entries. Think you know which domain expansion is at the top? Stick around and find out if your favorite made the cut or if it's time to switch things up. So, grab your spellbook, summon your mana, or whatever mystical energy you've got going, and let's walk you through our Sorcery Domain expansion tier list. We've got some juicy context behind each ranking, so you'll know exactly why certain abilities shine, while others, well, let's just say they're more of a dud. Whether you're looking to dominate or avoid being dominated, and it's dominated, this guide has you covered. Let's get into it. I'm quickly moving on to the video, and I'm ranking domain expansions in sorcery. Before we start, if you enjoy these types of tier list videos, don't forget to like the video and subscribe. Enjoy watching.
A very small portion of the audience is subscribed to the channel. Please don't forget to subscribe if you like these types of videos. Thanks.
The domain expansions in this tier are, in order from top left to bottom right, Coffin of the Iron Mountain. Alright, let's talk about the absolute bottom of the barrel when it comes to domain expansions in sorcery. These are the D tier expansions, basically the ones you should avoid at all costs. Honestly, they're so bad they shouldn't even qualify as domains. You're better off just not touching them. First up, we've got Coffin of the Iron Mountain. Now you might be thinking, hey, this sounds kinda cool. But let me stop you right there. Jogo's domain inflicts burn damage on everyone inside, including yourself. That's right, you're literally setting yourself on fire. Sure, you could counter this with a quick heal, but come on, who wants to deal with that kind of hassle? There are way better ways to play the game than stressing over whether you're going to burn yourself alive every 5 seconds. And let's be real, compared to other domains, this one is just plain boring. I mean, you can dish out burn damage with so many other abilities without needing this mess. Why rely on something so one-dimensional when there are flashier, more dynamic expansions out there? It's like choosing a plain burnt toast when you could have had a gourmet sandwich. The domain expansions in this tier are, in order from top left to bottom right, Infinite Void. Alright, let's dive into the C tier domain expansions in sorcery. Now, don't get me wrong, these aren't completely useless. In fact, they've got a few niche uses and can dish out some solid damage. But honestly, they're kind of meh. You won't be winning any most exciting ability awards with these. Think of them as the reliable but kind of boring tools in your kit. They work, they get the job done, but you won't be telling your friends about how clutch these domains were in a fight. Take Infinite Void, for example. This is Gojo's domain expansion, and at first you might be like, whoa, 10 seconds of stun? That's pretty good. And sure, it stuns your enemies, but that's about it. No extra fireworks or anything too flashy. Everyone caught inside just kinda stands there, staring into space for a while. But hey, if you're into watching your opponents take an awkward break, this might be your thing. Plus, there's a cool bonus where you can rip someone's head off if you use the icon again, which sounds amazing in theory, but the damage isn't exactly game-breaking. Still, 90% damage to those not heavenly restricted. Not confirmed, but still, it sounds juicy. At the end of the day, these C-tier domains are like that one friend who always shows up on time and helps you out, but doesn't bring the hype. You can use them and they'll probably do their job, but don't expect anything too wild. Keep them in your back pocket for when you need them, but definitely aim higher if you want to flex on your enemies with something a little more dramatic. The domain expansions in this tier are, in order from top left to bottom right, Idle Death Gamble. Alright, so let's talk about B tier domain expansions in sorcery. If you're just starting out, these are pretty solid choices. They're easy to pick up and get the hang of, which is exactly what you need early on. But heads up, while they're beginner friendly, you're going to want to upgrade to something stronger eventually. These B tier domains have their moments, but sometimes they can be a bit, well, unpredictable. You'll see what I mean. Let's start with Idle Death Gamble, aka Hikari's domain. Now, this one's basically rolling the dice. Literally, it's all about RNG, random number generator, so you're putting your fate in the hands of chance. When you use it, if all 3 cards that pop up are opaque, boom, the domain activates. But if you don't hit that lucky draw, it's a no-go. Kind of risky, right? But here's the kicker, when you do activate it, you get a nice healing buff and unlimited cursed energy for as long as you want. Yeah, you heard me right, unlimited, so there's a big reward if the gamble pays off. And oh, there's more. When you hit that jackpot, things really kick off. You'll automatically use reverse cursed technique, RCT, and your cursed energy becomes limitless. After you land that first jackpot, some players swear the odds of hitting another one go up. Is it confirmed? Not yet. But hey, if you're feeling lucky, Hikari's Domain might be just your style. It's high risk, high reward, so if you like living on the edge, this one's definitely for you. The domain expansions in this tier are, in order from top left to bottom right, Chimera Shadow Garden and Malevolent Shrine. Alright, let's dive right into the A tier domain expansions in sorcery. Don't sleep on these just because they didn't make it to S tier. These domains still bring a ton of power to the table, and honestly, you should use them whenever you can. They pack a punch and come with multiple advantages that could turn the tide of any fight. First up, we've got Chimera Shadow Garden, and let me tell you, Megumi's domain is a real game changer. So how does it work? Well, for starters, it stuns the enemy every few seconds, which is a huge bonus right there. And while they're sitting there stunned, it's dealing damage over time, DOT, slowly chipping away at their HP. But here's the best part, the damage you deal actually heals you. That's right, every hit you land gives you back some HP. It's perfect for those intense 1v1 situations, but, and this is a but, it's only effective in 1v1s, so if you're up against more than one enemy, it might get tricky. Next, we've got Malevolent Shrine, Sukuna's domain, which honestly is just packed with versatility. You can use a whole range of moves within this domain, but the standout feature, you get to use your reversed curse technique, RCT. If you're not familiar with RCT, basically it lets you heal yourself and even restore lost limbs. Yeah, it's that powerful. On top of that, you also get a strong shield, making it super hard for anyone to deplete your HP while you're inside. And if that wasn't enough, all opponents in the domain are automatically stunned, which is a huge plus for locking them down. But here's the catch, Malevolent Shrine isn't perfect. The biggest drawback, enemies can just walk out. That's right, they can literally just walk out of your domain to avoid taking damage. It's kind of like inviting someone to a party and they just leave because they don't like the music. It's a little frustrating, but hey, it still packs a massive punch if they stick around long enough. One cool thing about Malevolent Shrine is that after you use it, there's this short animation that plays. Once the animation finishes, it releases this barrage of slashes, and anyone caught inside, they're done for, like, they're dead. Eventually, of course, it might take a few seconds, but it's inevitable. However, here's a pro tip. This domain can be countered. If someone isn't caught in the initial animation, they can step into the domain and heal you once the damage starts kicking in. It's a bit of a loophole, but hey, every domain's got its weaknesses, right? All in all, these A-tier domains are still incredibly powerful. Sure, they've got their quirks, but if you play them right, you can absolutely dominate your opponents. Whether you're stunning enemies and healing yourself with Chimera Shadow Garden or dishing out massive damage with Malevolent Shrine, these domains are definitely worth mastering. So go out there, unleash your domain, and let the chaos begin. The domain expansions in this tier are, in order from top left to bottom right, unequivocal love. Alright, let's dive into the absolute best domain expansions in sorcery. If you're looking to dominate your opponents and show them who's boss, then S tier domains are exactly what you need. Seriously, these things are ridiculously powerful. Pair one of these bad boys with a solid weapon and you're basically unstoppable. Oh, and if you haven't checked out our weapon tier list yet, you're missing out on some crazy combos. Trust me, you want to be at the top of your game. First up, we've got unequivocal love. And let me tell you, Utah's domain is no joke. Imagine stepping into a battlefield filled with swords, and they all serve different purposes depending on who touches them. If you're the one running into the swords, guess what? Your HP gets replenished. Yup, you're healing yourself while running around like a maniac. But if your enemies even dare to come close, those same swords explode, causing a huge amount of damage to everyone nearby. So while they're scrambling to avoid the chaos, you're just cruising through, staying alive, and dropping bombs. It's wild. And the best part? Swords are everywhere in this domain. It's like you're in a deadly sword jungle, where the blades are either your best friend or your enemy's worst nightmare. You can practically feel the chaos in the air as you dodge, heal, and blow up your enemies all at once. If you want the ultimate power trip in sorcery, unequivocal love is a must. The video ends here. See you in another video. Don't forget to subscribe.